Hi, Jesse. How are
Hi,
you?
Ellie. Good, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, what brings you in today?
Well, I have an issue that I've been dealing with for the last couple of years.
Okay.
It's something that I feel like I still haven't gotten over it because I feel like it's hurting me in my future relationships. So that's
Okay.
why I'm here.
Okay, so tell me more about this.
So I was married from 2004, 2003 up until 2010 with my ex-husband. He's the father of my kids, and I was in a very toxic relationship. He was very possessive.
Possessive.
Yeah, he liked to be control of me at all times. I couldn't. If I went out with the store with my dad, he would call me, hearing my dad in the background. Oh, that's not your dad, or everything I did, he had to know about it, even if he didn't believe me. Like he would come up and check on me in the house. It was just a lot of different things, and I've always criticized women because I'm like, how can you live in a relationship like that? But people from the outside that have not experienced it don't know what it's like. It's like you're surviving to be in that relationship.
Right. So, how did he really control you, and in what ways did he kind of take control of your life and kind of make you feel that way?
So he was very manipulative. I'm very close to my dad, and I don't even know how he did it because he did it so smoothly that I didn't even notice, but my dad saw it. He was like always saying things about my dad, and every time my dad did something wrong, he would point it out. Oh, you see, this is why you shouldn't have this relationship with your father. And he always wanted me for him. I'll give you an example. For my baby shower for my firstborn, my mom came down from Boston, and my best friend, she threw me the baby shower. She got my family together, and we're over here celebrating, and he's over here with a face because he felt like he wasn't the center of, he wasn't the attention, or the attention wasn't focused on him. That's what I mean. And he was, all this time he was outside, and I'm inside, and I'm like, man, this is our baby shower. You should be with me, not outside. Just because the attention is focused on me doesn't mean you can't participate. So that was the whole night. My mom, she left the day after. She went back home to Boston. Right after she left, I started getting contractions, and a day after she left, I had the baby. So my mom came right back down to be with me in the hospital. When we left the hospital, I was there for 3 days because I had an emergency C-section. My mom, she stayed with me for a couple of days. When it was time for her to go, my mom was going to say bye to B and my son, and he's like, no, you can't say bye to your daughter or your grandson. My mom's like, what do you mean? That's my daughter. Like, things like that. And now I think about, like, man, how stupid was I? Why didn't I do something before? Why did I continue to be in this relationship? Like, it, why did I waste my time? But we live and we learn.
So, you're asking yourself, why did you waste your time with him?
Yeah, why? I felt like I wanted him to change. I wanted us to be a family. I wanted us, to move forward. I've had in my head that my kids should be raised with their father, not somebody else, because I don't even know why. I think that's the way society makes it look like they should be raised by their parents.
You saw that society would look down upon you.
Right.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about what you kind of did after you.
So as the years went by, I was always wanting to leave him, but he's like, please, I want you to stay. Please don't go. I'll kill myself. It got to the point where there was this one incident where my son, my little one, I had given birth to him, so he was like maybe 2.5, and he was playing with the water in the kitchen. He had his little chair, and I don't even know why he was so mad. I felt like I was always walking on eggshells when I was with him. And he took my son and he just slapped him in the face, and he just flew from from where the sink was to the wall. It was like from here to there, from the slap. And I was like, oh my God, when I was gonna call the police, he was like, I'm gonna kill myself. If you call the police, when they come here, they're gonna find you all dead. And so he went to the room, and that's when he grabbed a belt and he put it on his neck, and he was strangling himself like he was gonna kill himself. And there was my other son doing the same thing that his dad was doing.
Same thing?
The same thing. He had his little belt wrapped around his neck.
And what emotions were going through you at that time?
I was scared. I was devastated. Mostly I was scared.
So what actions did you take after that incident?
I took pictures of the kids. I don't even know why I took pictures. It was my gut instinct. I took pictures, and a year after that, he kicked me out of the house. And I found out that all along he was cheating with my friend.
Cheating?
Yeah, he was going. I didn't even know that he had even gotten in contact with her. This is a person that I went to school with. We graduated together. I threw her the baby shower when she was pregnant, and she was involved with my family. And he he kicked me out of the house and moved her in the house with her kids. So I went to a battered women's shelter, and from there I went to empowerment groups, like groups to help women empower each other. Because I've never, ever, ever in my lifetime would I thought that I was going to be in no damn battered women's shelter. You can never think that you're too good to be in something like that.
So what help did the women's shelter give you, or those empowerment groups? What help did that do for you?
It helped me get back on my feet. I could thank God that I had my car. That's what helped me get around the car. They helped me get an apartment. They helped me with a lot of things. They helped me put a restraining order on him, which I did because he was always texting me. He didn't know the location over there in Florida, the battered women's shelter. It's an undisclosed location. So if you need to go into one of those shelters, you have to call them, and they'll have you go to the police department. And then they have a taxi driver or the police drop you off there. They don't give you a physical address.
Okay. So they helped you get back on your feet, become safe, protect you and your children and everything.
They did. And I'm super grateful because even though I was there for a month and a half, it was like a rehab, like to just detox from everything and just see what was going on and come to my senses. It helped me. It helped me a lot. Then after I got on my feet, I started working, and I used to always go to my father's house every day after work. That's where I felt safe because I never wanted to be alone in my house. And one day he followed me to my house. He found out where I lived. And I was planning to go. I remember this, it was a weekend, it was a Saturday. I was planning to take the train to Orlando because that was the cheapest way for me to get there, so I could take the kids to the downtown Disney and just walk around and hang out. I'm getting my things packed. The kids they're taking a nap, so I'm getting everything ready when I hear a knock on the door. And I'm thinking that is so strange because I don't have people coming to my house unannounced. They always send me a text message or they call me a couple of hours before. I'm so stupid. I should have looked through the window. As soon as I opened that door, he was standing right there. I thought he was there to kill me. I thought he was gonna kill me.
So tell me a little bit about what happened after you opened the door.
He fell on his knees. He said, "Please forgive me. I'm sorry." And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Can't?
I can't, yeah, I can't go back to a relationship that's toxic. I have to think of my kids' well-being. I don't want my kids to grow up abused. I grew up abused. No, that wasn't gonna happen.
And protective of your children.
I am very protective of my children. I think the longest that I've been without them is here because I'm in school. And because they go to school. Other than that, I don't leave my kids with anybody. My kids are always with me. If it's not because of their school and my school year, I would be with them. Everywhere I go, even if it's down to the street, I go, they come with me. Family trips, or I don't understand how women can just leave their kids anywhere without knowing what's happening. How did that person treat you? Without having the communication, I always ask my kids, not only how was their day, but I start playing with them so they can relax and they can open up and tell me what happened in school, who was bothering them, did the teacher scream at them. I ask them everything because I want to know everything. I want to make sure that they're taken care of the way that a kid is supposed to enjoy their childhood.
Sure. So you kind of told me, everything that kind of happened leading up to getting away from your ex-husband. You kind of told me he was very controlling over you, and very abusive, and threatening. And you did get, you got escape the battered women's shelter to protect you and your children. And it sounds like they really helped you get back on your feet and get your life back together. And you're doing very well protecting your kids, and you're being a great mother to them, mother that they need, that you wanted to have, and everything. So I think from here, it was a really good session. I think next week we'll kind of talk a little bit more about how to go from here with your children and making sure that something like this doesn't ever happen to your kids either.
That sounds good. I think we can work on that next week.
Awesome. It was really good to see you here today, Jessie.
Yes, well.